Welcome to an episode of Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we're going to be looking at Gears of War E-Day. They have new details that are exciting. But before we begin, again, do not like this video. I am still wanted for stealing my neighbor's cats. They keep on knocking, and I won't let them in. Gears of War E-Day is the latest game in the Gears of War franchise, and they have released some new details that got me giggling inside like a little schoolgirl. First, let's start with the Locust. They are new and improved. Supposedly, the developers said that they wanted the Locust to feel brand new for those old players coming in. They want them to feel terrified like the first time when they first saw them. And the same for new players coming in. The Locusts have been upgraded. Even the drones are now fierce enemies to be reckoned with. So they want this game to be more horror-like, to actually see the atrocities that the Locusts have done to the humans so that you can actually relate to the war going on. So the developers promised that the horde of the Locusts will be more terrifying than before. And I quote, "Something fearsome, physically intimidating, and utterly brutal." Now those of you that have faced the Locusts before know how terrifying they can be. So having them upgraded, having them be more terrifying, I'm all for that. And the setting is placed 14 years before the Gears of War games. It's the beginning of Emergence Day when the Locusts first revealed themselves. So you play as Marcus Phoenix and your companion Dom Santiago. Now the other two companions haven't been announced yet. Because you're playing during Emergence Day, you won't be playing with Coltrane or Bird. They weren't part of the squad then. They squatted up later on during the Locust Wars. So there's still 2 slots left available, which leads me to the companions. Now people are speculating that it might be Kai from a previous game that joins Marcus and Dom. It would make sense, in particular because of one reason. Not only because he's a great character and there's still a lot of lore in his character to explore, but because Ty is the one who created the Lancer with the chainsaw. During the Locust Wars, he's the one that put a chainsaw onto his Lancer and made the iconic weapon what it is. So when we start Emergence Day as Marcus Phoenix, we're not going to have the Lancer. So if we're ever to play with the Lancer, Ty has to come across our timeline some way. So he just might be a companion that we get along the way, when we squat up or something, and he might already have the Lancer, or maybe during a little scuffle he creates the Lancer and we get to see it. And it would also make sense for it to be Ty because he served with Marcus before. So the timelines kind of coexist in the Gears of War lore. But we still don't know who exactly are going to be 2 companions. I only speculate it's going to be Kai because of the Lancer. But, it could be 2 other people. And like I said, we could just meet Kai and get the Lancer idea from him. But roll with 2 other people. But we know that it's not going to be Coltrane. It's not going to be Damien Baird because the timeline doesn't line up. Now, I'm definitely excited by the news of Gears of War E-Day. I like the idea that the Locusts are going to be revamped just to make them more scarier. So they want to show the atrocities and the horror of the game, and I'm all for that. It gives a player a more sense of, of danger, of importance, of actually, the reasons why you're in the game. You want to save humanity, and you see the atrocities that are happening, and you just can't stand by, and it's horrifying, and that's what E-Day was. And they're promising to show it, and I'm all for that. The other Gears of games, I played them all, and when you rate games, they're all satisfying. They're great games visually, the way they play. As a franchise, I think they've done great. Even when you played as Kate, she was badass when you had to sacrifice, choices. The games are beautiful. I have no complaints about the Gears game. And then the details on this one reassures me that it's going to keep on track with the rest of them. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are going to be playing Gears of War. I know it's on Xbox. I know I'll be playing it on Game Pass. I'll probably even buy the game. But I really do hope it goes to PlayStation. Not because I'm a PlayStation pony. Fuck you guys. No, it's just I want more people to play this game, man. It's a great game, and if it reassures the franchise going forward, I'm all for it. We know it's gonna go on PC, and we know they're gonna love it. Multiplayer, my God, I haven't even touched on multiplayer. This is just a single player game that I'm gushing about. Imagine the multiplayer. I totally even forgot about that until just now. They haven't even showed anything for multiplayer. Imagine when they show that. Forget it. That's gonna do it for this episode. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.